Just saw Wolf of Wall Street, so I think this time I'm gonna.
Two more questions.
In the back.
You talked a lot about your legacy. This match is about your legacy with Barry Wyatt.
Yes.
What is in your future? You've accomplished so much. You've accomplished so many goals that only so many could dream of. And even you as a kid holding that belt, dreamed of. What else is next for you?
First of all, thank you for the kind words. Second of all, when I say legacy, I say what I've built here in the WWE. Every time you have a match, you make an impression. And you guys will find out tonight that I'm not exactly New Orleans' favorite son. Some people will like me, some people won't like me. But I think what's fascinating about what I've done here is I've always stuck to my guns. I've always been open and honest, had conversations like this, just like, you know, we're talking and hanging out. I don't really hide anything. My life is an open book, even more so now with Total Divas available while WrestleMania is going on, so y'all better DVR tonight. And as these new talent come up, there is no shame in losing to a better opponent. There isn't. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. The shame in tonight for me losing is this young man wants to make a statement that I'm a liar. And he wants to put on notice everything that I've tried to work with, every conversation we've ever had, every question I've ever answered is false. And once the lights go out, there's a mad Santa behind this curtain. It's not really me. And that's another thing. That's where it gets personal. And tonight, when I say I fight for my legacy, like I said, I don't mind losing to the Rock. You know, I don't mind being defeated by if it's a new and up-and-coming superstar. But when their motive is that to destroy what I've built, that's not sportsmanship. It's not class. It's not the right way to do things. So that's what's on the line for me tonight. To make a statement, not only that truly the future comes through me, but it certainly isn't going to be somebody as trash talking as Bray Wyatt.
Last question.
Maybe. Well, I always judge our moments of excitement by the excitement of the audience. And you know me, I'm a bit polarizing. Usually they want to tell me to go to hell sometimes. When I was in that mask, just sitting there in that mask, and the excitement was just building, and I took that mask off. I compare it to a moment in Madison Square Garden where I surprised everybody by coming back to the Royal Rumble. I came back and I stood out there, and everyone was like, great! Oh, that's John Cena, boom! It was one of those, it was truly, and anytime you can take your audience on a ride like that, it's fun for everybody. I thought it was a great moment. I know the live audience enjoyed it. I hope everybody at home enjoyed it as well. Yes?
Takeaway moment from last night's Hall of Fame, a lot of emotions. What is your takeaway moment?
Mr. T looks well. It's pretty safe to say. Yes?
You mentioned Wolf of Wall Street. What's John Cena's favourite film?
Yeah, that's good. That's tough too. Yeah, right now it's Scooby-Doo. That's tough. Because we get inspiration from films so much. Films tell stories, so do we tell live stories. That's a difficult question. You know what, I couldn't even pick a top 5 or a top 10.
The Marine?
Certainly The Marine is on the list of movies that were made. I'll tell you what, about the school, it was a very beautiful one. That's my favorite film was The Note. Yes?
Just now, Russell Khan was being hinted that he'll be at WrestleMania next year. He said 31 is his favorite number. Any comments?
News to me, Sting's coming to WrestleMania next year?
He said 31 is his favorite number, and that he hopes that 31 will be the best one ever.
Well, this is good news, because I have exactly 1 year to take face painting lessons from Goldie. So I can prepare to Santa Clara next year.
Nice.
Yes?
When are we going to see the rubber match between you and
I always say I'm easy to find. You know, every pay-per-view, every Monday night. If it is to be again, I would love to do it again. I thought we had two great matches with 2 great years of build-up. But when you have the opportunity to do once in a lifetime twice, I'd be lucky. I'd be lucky to have it again. It'd be a blessing if you could. Yes?
Has anyone called you yet about being in the Expendables franchise?
No, usually they call me out for being a grown man wearing jorts. That's usually all they call me out for. Yes?
What are your thoughts on the Ultimate Warrior speech last night? I want to make reference to all the good work you've done.
I truly appreciate the kind words. I think he's in a difficult position personally and professionally. I think there's so much he wants to say about his career, but I wish he could take into perspective last night. There was a sold-out New Orleans arena to see him. If that's not a testament that you deserve to be in that Hall of Fame, then nothing else is. But it must be, I'm not in that position, so I can't speak. I just hope he understands. And everybody last night came to see him, and that's very flattering. Yes?
Speaking of the Hall of Famers last night, if you could pick one of the beats last night that
Don't like snakes, so Jake's out. Mr. T did pretty well in WrestleMania 1 as far as putting WrestleMania on the map, so he's on the list. You know, I actually had the opportunity, if my memory serves me correct, to wrestle Lita with one hand tied behind my back. So I got to wrestle a member of that class, and it was Lita. It was a fantastic match. Yes, way in the back.
Thank you. Jim
You're welcome.
Telemundo 42.
Yep.
First time we got the Latino community involved with this. Could you get a word for the Latino community?
Absolutely. I hope the Latino community saw the Hall of Fame last night, because Carlos Colon spoke very highly of both the Puerto Rican and Latino community. We are truly represented here at WrestleMania. Latinos are very strong here at WrestleMania, and we have an enormous following the world over. I just hope they enjoy the event tonight as much as every single nationality that'll be watching. Yes, in the back.
Do you have any trepidation about?
Jeez, just kidding.
Do you have any trepidation about doing Total Divas initially and kind of putting your personal life and your home life on TV?
I did. I consciously lived in stealth mode for over a decade, and was very specific on letting the people see John Cena on TV only. And then I went and did something stupid like fall in love. And that ruined everything for me. But no, I thought about the show a lot. I wanted it to be as successful as it could, so for Nicole, I certainly was going to do it. But at the same time, you know, I pay attention to my critics. And a lot of my critics say you're not developing as a character, you become stale, you become monotonous. So when I don't want to say held back, when I have to play within the creative restrictions of WWE and do my best at it. A great way for me to show another dimension of myself is to shut the cameras off and show me in real life. So it took some long decisions, but I'm glad I did. I wouldn't have it. And yes?
How do you deal with the Bella temper?
I guess she's the one that helps me deal with the audience's temper at times. I guess patience becomes a virtue. Sometimes she can be a little fiery. But I love her to death. Yes?
Aside from your match, your performance, what match tonight are you looking forward to?
You guys are in for an awesome show tonight. I think the Shield 6-man is going to be unreal. Don't sleep on the Battle Royal. I think you're going to see some young guys step up in the Battle Royal. I'm pulling for Daniel Bryan. I hope he gets it done, because if we remember, he asked for these matches. He asked for the match against Triple H, and he asked to be in the championship match. So if he does it, he kind of lost on his own terms, and I know what that feels like when I called out The Rock and lost in Miami. But I think it's an awesome card all the way around. I truly think the show, nose to tail, is going to be great. Yes?
We're from Mobile, hometown of Paul Bearer. Any special thoughts and anything you might have about
Man, that was one thing about the Hall of Fame. I thought Glenn Jacobs-King spoke unbelievably of Paul Bearer. And I got to meet Paul's sons when Paul actually passed. His sons came to a few broadcasts. He had such great stories about their dad. In retrospect, I wish they had more time to tell some of the great stories, because he was a great manager and he was a great professional, but he was also a great person. And when Glenn Jacobs talked about he created these relationships with total strangers who shared the common interest that we all have here today, sports entertainment, he truly did that. He was one of the people instrumental in keeping an eye on me when I was in Kentucky. And he genuinely cared. He was always, there to give me positive reinforcement or give me advice if something negative would have happened. He was a great human being and was great to the industry. We lost a great one. Yes?
How did you feel Wyatt put you to Super Matt about 2 weeks ago?
That sucked. Flat out. That sucked. I'm about to win, lights go out, and then I'm tied up, which without a safe word is a problem. And then, that was a bit different. Okay, last question.
Every Hall of Fame we see with Mrs. Skolin. What's
Yes.
your relationship with her?
She is a very esteemed member of the sports and entertainment community. And not only that, she's a beautiful and wonderful lady. And I feel that she became distant from her second true love, her first being her husband, and her second being this business. And just offered a hand to reach her out to bring her back to where she belongs. I'm glad she's here. I'm glad she's here at WrestleMania. I'm glad she's here every year with me at the Hall of Fame. And I know she looks forward to these days every year. So she needs to be here. Guys, I hope